Producers Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, and Quincy Jones take a crack at a new take on an old classic, The Color Purple, a story documenting the traumas and gradual triumph of Sile. Taking place as director replacing Steven Spielberg, Blitz Bazawule speaks about his image on what he wanted the film to be.
For the movie theater, it wasn't originally in the script. This is something that I brought, and I talked to my writer Marcus about, said, I really feel like we need something that blows Cile's mind.
Yes.
Right, and something that we can see her fall in love in real time.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: what year did the original film, The Color Purple, release? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct. Oprah Winfrey, who executive produced the new adaptation, hosts the behind-the-scenes special, conducting interviews with the film's cast and offering an intimate look at how the story became a cultural phenomenon.
Spiritual and emotional power for me. Every woman and man who has been invisible, who has felt unseen and unvalued, this is their story.
The original story this film is based was from 1982. A fictional story written by Alice Walker was inspired in part by a story that Walker's sister told her about a love triangle involving her grandfather. The book begins as a series of letters that Sile writes to God because apart from her sister, Nettie, she has no one else she can talk to. Back in 2018, the production of this new installment started. Filming began in March 2022, with production taking place at Driftwood Beach on an island. Filming then wrapped in mid-2022. At one point, we even got to see Danielle Brooks' reactions to being cast in the film.
Now I get to be a part of the movie too, you know? Yeah.
Hey. Danielle. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Our Sophia.
In the previous film back in the 80s, Oprah Winfrey starred in the film, but now she is putting herself in the producer's chair alongside Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones. On The View, we get to see the cast together on one stage and what brought them to their roles. Oprah herself explains what the meaning of the story is and who it is for, emphasizing the importance it has on her and others.
And I said, doing all right. And then I continued to rock. And Steven said, tell us how you felt when you saw Miss Seeley in the store. And I just started to ad-lib. When I seen you in that store, Miss Seeley, that day, And so that, I remember that as the day that's the day
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow. For its costumes in the film, Jameson Tanchuk curated an ensemble of handmade garments, vibrant jazz club attire, and traditional African garb spun from kente cloth, details of which span multiple decades beginning in the early 1900s. Rashad Corey, assistant designer, revealed the concepts for the Color Purple.
Just the storyline by itself, seeing all the actors come together for the storyline, tap into their characters, and then also building costumes, period costumes, that really do speak to the story of the Color Purple.
Blitz and I were consistently speaking of the color and how we would like to start it for this journey. She says, the designer began dressing a young Seeley and her sister Nettie, played by Halle Bailey, in crisp white cotton dresses as a display of innocence. Researching the Roaring Twenties was key to the dazzling look. I ended up seeing how entertainers dressed in the early and mid-20s, and some of them wore see-through outfits and were pretty risque in that era, she concluded. Halle Bailey became a part of the cast playing Nettie Harris, and during an interview, she praises Fantasia for her role in the film.
I wasn't working that day on set, but it was a night shoot, and we all, me and Felicia went in our sweats, and it was cold, and we were like, we have to see her perform this, because she was singing it live, every take. And
she was singing it live, every take?
Every take, and we were all just standing there watching her, crying, literally. I get chills just thinking about it.
A few of the cast members sat down and explained the very difficult process of not only getting the role, but having to audition, as creators wanted to make sure that they could nail their role.
We all had to go and audition, and I'm like, I'm Academy Award nominated, what you mean? But I had to check my ego.
We all had to check our ego,
Yeah.
and thank God that we did. It was a 6-month process that I am so grateful for.
We had a lot of fun.
We did. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of heavy moments too. But we were there to hold each other up. We had some hiccups. People kept catching COVID.
We
We
tired.
didn't think we was gonna ride.
Director and Oprah herself sat down on the Jennifer Hudson show and explained how they remade the legendary dinner scene.
The moment is when everybody leaves that table and it's just you and Lou Gossett Jr.
The great
Yes.
Lou Gossett.
That was powerful.
The legendary. And the camera just stays with the two of you. And I think in that moment, we observe what this whole mess has been about. Generational trauma.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, the original adaptation of the book debuted in 1985. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on all these moments, and what are you hoping for this installment of the film? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I saw this, honey. Oh my God. When you hit that fist, I said, family of men.
Yes, ma'am.